episode of oh, dang it. I had a whole thing prepared. Every time. There we go. Hello, people. I was going to say, that's right. We are back after about 4 weeks, it seems, actually, to talk about jazz pops again. I mean, dare I say, I've had taken a bit of a giant deviation from normal proceedings for several reasons. But yes, this has come about honestly at the right time, because it seems like there's a new pop series that is in the works, in fact. So once again, I want to actually catch up with this stuff and get back to the thick of things. And lo and behold, we have the creator right here, and also the other creator, and also apparently the other Arena fan, if the chat is to be believed. So there we go. And yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. So yes, there is a new pop group called the Ballroom Pops that is in the works. There's not an episode as of the time of this stream happening. However, because it's a different set of pops, I'm actually able to make a contribution on the streams, and I'm not just lurking in there like a lemon trying to find some way to interact with people. That's not a criticism of like the method of those streams themselves and how they're delivered, because that's the point. But it's kind of like me saying like, oh yeah, let's just improvise a Mutant Girl script. 3 seasons in, it's kind of like a bit of a gap for people entering. So there you go. And yeah, like I said, I didn't schedule the live wrong. I just came back from the bath late. So yeah, that's why. Don't worry, I was not preparing any sales for the water. So yeah, but we're here now. So yes, sorry about that. And apparently we're now going to a discussion about arenas and stuff. I tried to send you the link actually, Jax. For some reason, it didn't send on Discord. I don't know why. Just sometimes it was my connection or something, which might mean that I have a connection problem on my end. I will retry. Okay, there it is. It should have gone through now. So yeah, hopefully it'll be coming through sometime soon. In the meantime, let me just prepare everything. Lovely. Oh, and there he is. All right, welcome, Jax.
Well, hi.
Well, howdy, folks. Love that. Okay. In that case, we've waited long enough. Obviously, you lot have waited even longer. So without on with the review. Hey, Majesty, what's the problem? There are 3 bad energy spikes coming from the bush behind the tennis courts. Okay, hold a second. What tennis courts? Are there just like one tennis court in the city that they all know about? I mean, it's possible, but no, just things like the tennis courts. Also, are all the attacks like local to where the pops actually are, or they're like spread across the world? I know that in some series they they only attack Paris, or they only attack Tokyo, or wherever. But otherwise, we're on episode 2. Some specifics might like, I don't know, like the name of the club itself or something. A lot of wrong with those things. Apparently, this is the classic spaceship now as well. So I guess this is no longer the setting. Fair enough. Okay. Anyways. Oh no, we better take care of them before they ruin the tennis lesson. Okay, so not only do they know the exact tennis courts without being told, they also know the timetable of the tennis lessons. Do any of the pops play tennis? Again, episode 2, we don't have their backstory yet. Also, hold on a second. I think I'm gonna try and turn on the lights. I seem to be a bit in the dark for some reason. And I don't just mean about the action in the series, which I'm also, but yeah. Don't know, it seems like my face is just being obscured. I don't have my ring light set up. That's should have done that before. Normally I'm okay with the this light level. Okay. I guess I'll move back here. Okay, alright, so it became more widespread, but it started more local. I see. So I guess as the more series went on, you added more geographies and such. Okay. I used to play tennis a couple of years. It was vaguely based off that location. Well, fantastic. In that case, you probably was able to name a club fairly easily, given the situation. Oh my word, the thumbnail again. I'm so glad people are enjoying those thumbnails, actually. Let's go. Jazz Pops can't be defeated. Watch them get defeated. Vila? Papis? Is that how you say it? Papis? This isn't funny. We could be in big trouble if we are late. You'll have to catch me first. I'll get you, little sis. Okay, first of all, I like this setup already. Just a family of supervillains and the two kids that just clearly are not are not as invested as you would think. You know what? That is some Toriyama levels of I don't know, surprise, I guess, subversion. Also, yeah, I pointed out last episode, but yes, Earth Pop is still indeed the only one with the nose, and I still 4 weeks later do not understand that. My favorite color is green, incidentally. Sort of a middle dark green. Aw, no fair. Again, I'm also a big fan of the effects in this series so far. I mean, they're a little bit slow paced just because like everything moves at snail pace because that's just how a lot of like gachibas will start out. Also, hello, Jack.
I don't know what even happened.
Oh, I think you tend to have like some connection issues sometimes, so I'm guessing that might be it.
I see.
These are the three with the most backstory. They used to have parents in the Star Tribe, but they've since died. Oh, I thought Karina was the mother. Okay. All right, fair enough either way. But yeah, it's interesting you say that this is the people with the most backstory, considering the fact that we still don't know much about the Pops themselves. I rewatched episode 1 before we started, and it really does. It seems like, you've got I know there's like no introduction to them basically, which I thought, okay, maybe we're going to find out more about them later. But if you're saying we've got that now, it's like, surely the main characters are the ones you want to focus on a bit of backstory for, particularly so that we're compelled to follow their journey. You know, with a bit of luck. Either that or either that way. I guess we didn't find out, people like Goku's backstory or something in the meantime. Sorry, I've edited a Dragon Ball video today, so I have that on my brain. So yeah, Toriyama, Goku, all that stuff.
Jacob.
So I guess we don't find out Goku's backstory until like way later, until like Z. So I guess that's fair. But we also, oh wait, no, we do find out about him because like the Grandpa Gohan story and such. That really does set him up. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, give him something. Sorry, Jax. Go ahead.
On Discord, I sent you a photo, like something like I was gonna try and make a new Gacha series, but here you go on your Discord.
Okay. Do you want me to read out the title out loud? I'll take that as a no then. So well, actually, that is an interesting one. You know what? I'd love to see a romance plot being dealt with that setup. And that's all I'll say there.
Yeah.
Something to do with romance.
Yeah.
It has some interesting abilities, and hopefully it won't involve kidnapping this time, because we've seen that before.
So I'm gonna try and make My Giant Girlfriend. I will try and start it on tonight after the stream.
Okay, well, I mean, if you want, if you want, you can always send out the first episode to be part of Script Doctor. Which, by the way, if people didn't see in my community tab, I posted a poll recently asking if people wanted me to do something like a series called Script Doctor, where I look at the scripts of Gacha stuff and or well Minecraft stuff or anything really, and just give my advice. We offer comments, maybe do some edits depending on what people actually want to see, that kind of thing, so that way, if people are working on series and stuff, they're not tinged with regret if I say something that they then would think they should add or something like that. Because I've seen that happen before, particularly with Aiden actually. But then again, I edit most of his scripts anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I posted that on there, and out of like 11 votes, 100% said yes. So I'm going to do that series at some point. So yeah, if you want me to look at scripts and stuff, send them over, put them in the replies there, or send to me on Discord if you have me on Discord, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the jazz pops were already all established pops in other series that have now been deleted. Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, I see. This is the risk when it comes to deleting videos, particularly if you're trying to follow on a massive story like this. Okay then. I guess I'm assuming they might have had their backstory in there at some point. I have no idea. Pretty much all of my online friends at the time had their own pop series, and all the jazz pops were pops in those other pop groups. Oh, so they all came from like different areas and they all converged in one series. That's amazing. It's such a shame it all deleted then, because that's actually like a genius movement. In fact, actually, that's exactly what happened to the setup for My Street. We had Minecraft Diaries, Mod World, Minecraft Heroes, Minecraft Isles, lots of AFMAUS shows all converging into one thing. And guess what happened? It became the most popular thing on her channel for years to come until the recent stuff, the new format. So yeah, honestly, that is that is a very smart move on your part. And yeah, it's a shame that the setup is now null and void. But then again, I guess nowadays this is the starting point, and everything is branched out from there. So if anything, you've made the most of it. So I like that. Okay. Oh, and see, Wipeout refinds. He's already asking. Can you try and reconnect? So clearly, just the premise alone, the news there was more out there is appealing to people. That's how you know you've got a good strategy. Okay. Also found the reason how I get GCM and series ideas, because now my list is the idea for GCM called Our Little Melody, which would be about two people who share a passion of music. Yeah, I like that. Great title already. And yeah, I think I've definitely seen stories that are similar to that, or at least heard of them. But yeah, go ahead. We'll still like to see your own spin on that eventually. Oh, and Jack says there's phone's about to die. Okay, fair enough then. Might want to just move over to where the charger is and plug it in at the same time. But yeah, what was some Minecraft Heroes?
Let it charge.
What was some Minecraft Heroes? I'm actually sure. I was told there was something from Minecraft Heroes in there, but I don't remember who exactly said that. So I don't know, just a mystery for me. But I'm pretty sure, it was a convergence of everything. Anyways, look, I said we could play for half an hour. Now you've been running around like meteors for 1 hour and a half. Love that. A great way to distinguish a character also is to give them unique dialogue. They're in the star core group thing. So yeah, running around like meteors. Why not? So let's go. Oh, okay, never mind. You're not going to that meeting. You're not making it. Stop right there, you three. I mean, at this point, they're just playing. I guess they were told by Majesty that they're the villains, but yeah, otherwise, out of that context, imagine them just showing up there being like, we're here to stop you. It's like, I'm just having a day out in the park with my family. Oh, why at this time must the jazz pops come? We already stopped you, Pinky Pop. In a different series, as I just learned right now. Vila, don't be rude. You're right as well, the hair is really cool. Let's introduce ourselves first, so nobody's called any names. Okay. No one's called... They're villains, they're probably gonna call you names anyway. Good idea. I'm Eagle Pop. Just all at once, just saying their names like over the top of each other. It's like, whoa, 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 hang on a second. Vila's the youngest, if you can't tell. I mean, fair enough. I see, to be fair, I thought Vila and Papis were like twins, but yeah. Okay then. I'm Earth Pop. We used to have another friend, Iggy Pop, but never mind. Well, I'm Karina. These are my younger siblings, Papis and Vila. Bleh. And we are late for our meeting, so we're leaving right now. What's the meeting for? Oh, just Star Tribe stuff. The Cloaked Master will probably not like it if I tell you anything. Why would you mention the meeting at all? Oh my word. The twins gacha trope. I mean, yeah, I will say, if there is one thing that I have in common with Shakespeare, is that I am secretly obsessed with twins, just as a concept. I'm not leaving, though. Yes, you are. I'm your older sister and I'm in charge. Also, you are in a bubble currently. Yeah, but you're not my mother. Oh, that's gonna cut deep if the parents are dead. Or not, she's composed. Alright then. Mum isn't here, though. You know that. I love how all the Pops are standing around, letting them have this polite discussion between each other, like this family argument, and they're just sitting around being like... So, when's the fight gonna happen? Karina is the oldest and tries to keep them all together. Papis is quite shy in the middle. Venus, the youngest, is very rude, likes to speak her mind. Actually, to be honest, I once saw a musical at the end of year festival at my university, which actually involved a group of siblings, and it was after the parents had actually died. It was actually due to COVID in the actual musical, and then the older one has to take responsibility and actually take charge for everyone. They're mostly grown up, but they still, like, you know, need to like rely on each other and stuff. And I will say no more about it because last time I mentioned anything about my opinion of that musical, I was actually forced to take my video down. So yeah, it was a thing that happened, and that is what I shall say about it. Also, yeah, trying to give too many spoilers because, you know, again, experienced this for the first time. Oh, Dad, what on earth is going on right now? To quote an old meme, oh God, what's wrong with your furs? You know they passed it. Okay, well, if Vila knows, then why are you telling her? This is almost an as you know moment. We just had one word missing away from there. As you know, they passed away. We don't need to do that. Honestly, just having like a look from her or something like that would have been enough to be fair. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my god. It was for the Pops' benefit and the audience. Yeah, again, to let the audience know, but there's ways to do exposition in ways that are not. Like, honestly, if you had just... If it had just been a simple thing where she bows her head like that and goes like, I know I'm not. I know I could never be, or something like that. Implication is they're either dead or not around. And then we find out a bit later. Again, reel us in, you know. Don't spoon feed us because we'll get it eventually. Hang on. Twins. Maybe a little Melly. I can have a pair of twins. One of them is friends with one of the main characters. The other twin is friends with the other main character. Yeah, that's possible. Although if there's two friends, maybe you'd have to say how the friends, how the twins like met the other two and then brought them together or something. But that could, yeah. Well. Yeah, good old visual storytelling. Yeah, but you're still my mum. Okay, now I can tell she's the youngest. I will say everything else about them, I do like their interactions, their relationships, their actual. I will say this, their design as well. I don't talk about designs a lot because people tend to ask me, and I can't really say much. But yeah, everything else to do with them, very much enjoy, and also them having all the same eyes, which was pointed out last episode as a critique of all the pops. That with the same eyes here makes a lot of sense, and they are different enough. Okay, fine. Bye, stupid pops. Oh, I thought no one was going to be called any names if we all introduced ourselves. You see, that doesn't work anymore. Oh wait, are you saying that like where's like our like inserts? I mean, sure, I guess. Why not? I already have a cameo role in Ghost Girl, so yeah, why not? Do I like Karina's dress design? Yes. Yeah. Honestly, everything to do with like the Star Tribe so far, really. Well, I see mostly. I might say something else to the contrary in the last episode. Yeah, they are interesting. And also, you know what? You beat Nintendo to the punch here because Team Star has nothing on this lot. All they do really is go "Hasta la vista," like that. I much prefer this lot. Sorry about that. She's so apologizing for her siblings' behavior that she does it to like her enemies. Gotta love that. Bye, Jazz Pops. Nice to meet you. Well, that was weird. Oh, also, I love the swell the music at the end. I almost didn't register it, which is great because normally when I hear music in these projects, it always seems to be distractingly off tone. But honestly, this music in this episode so far has been pretty spectacular, not gonna lie. Also, by the way, I wouldn't have a gacha character named Len for the next like 5 years or so, just a heads up. Yeah, let's go back home. The one critique I have here is the fact that this is the second episode, and the only person who's ever like actually used any of their powers in any like transform situation is Earth Pop in the first episode. Like one blast from Earth Pop, then Rigel dodged. So far, not seeing much action in this, superhero series. Which we're 2 episodes in now is kind of a drawback, but I have a feeling, given what happened, what I saw in episode 3, that's about to change. I mean, yeah, we could always have our own personalities. Either that or one of us is, I don't know, a Simon Cowell-esque one who could never be impressed by anything. So who knows? Okay, so we will next episode. Okay, all right. We're about to see that as well. Jazz Pops can't be defeated, mostly because no one attacks them. That's why they can't be defeated. And it fades to the scene. And meanwhile, where are the others? They should be here by now. Sorry we took so long. Villa was playing around for too long, and then the Jazz Pops came. Jazz Pops, you say? Yes, and I think I know a good strategy to battle them out. How do you know a good strategy? Did you just like assess their names and think off the top of your head of how to defeat them all? If so, then that's pretty impressive. But otherwise, they just stood around and did nothing. What strategy are you gleaming from this? Oh, it's pronounced. Oh, regel. Okay, all right. Thank you. Okay, all right. Okay, I guess we'll find out later. Incidentally, the end screen on this is not broken or anything. It's just because it's a downloaded video, so I don't, so the annotations and stuff from the YouTube features won't appear. I didn't have a good plan for this season. I mean, okay, that happens a lot for first seasons of shows. First seasons are always the experimental season. I wouldn't say going with absolutely zero plan, but I will say when I was doing the Mutant Girl season 1, I had a basic idea of like who the characters were going to be and what the setup was going to happen to involve, and then I let them exist and evolve for a bit, and then streamlined it. I think that's really what you were missing here at this point. Although I could be wrong, because again, these all seem to be established characters in other shows, so you kind of had a bit of a head start here, really. And yeah, we did see a bit of them interacting before in terms of them watching the movie last episode and such. The Star seems to be giving them, just handouts essentially at this point. I mean, Regel just comes in and just explains who they actually are, and they'll have plans eventually, giving them a head start. Then suddenly, Karina decides to say that there's a meeting going on. Everyone seems to be just giving them like as many boosts as possible. So you'd have a basic plan, but it fell apart by the end. I mean, okay, I'm not seeing too much of a plan for the beginning, is what I'm thinking here. Because I mean, unless it's there is some aspects of build up. Obviously, you have the tribe, you have the heroes already there, but it just seems like something essential was missing. Maybe just because everything is so short, everything is so fast as well. That's really what it is, I think, because we don't have enough time to let these people exist. And now, since we don't have the original shows to look back on for all these people, it's they kind of don't stand as well on their own in isolation. So that's what I think so far. But then again, we have one more episode to get through, so let's get through it. All right, episode 3. Oh wait, episode 3, part 1. Oh, it's in separate parts. Dang it, I forgot to download the second part. Okay. Give me a second. I didn't read the title properly. I thought this is the one I took the thumbnail from, and I didn't read the title properly. Okay. All right. Let me just put that in the background. Talk amongst yourselves. I need an intermission card or something when I do these things. It's like an intermission song to play or something like that. Oh, that's a good idea. Kind of like Danny Gonzalez's custom his videos over now thing, but just like in the middle intermission. Okay. Oh, 9 episodes was a lot longer. Actually, yeah, that happened with ago too, honestly. I know it says part 1 the thumbnail. I was honestly really rushing to get that, and then I was still late. So yeah, it didn't really help. They love doing 2-parters. Okay, fair enough. Can't say that I don't see the appeal. I mean, next Fallen Angels episode is going to be a 2-parter, so I will say no more about that. Continuously of last message. I need to write this down later. Hold on, what was your last message? It was a long way up. Oh, right. Yeah, the twins being the reason two main characters. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you go ahead and jot that down. Absolutely. Also, Ghost Kitty, your scripts that you've sent me were kind of the inspiration behind doing Script Doctor. So would you like those to be like the first ones that I look through on Script Doctor if I do that series? It'll probably be in a couple of days' time because I've got 5 Years Later tomorrow. And also, there's something else. I'm not going to leave you empty-handed while I'm just streaming on Facebook Live. I have something prepared for everyone for tomorrow as well, but it's not Script Doctor. It's something recorded. And it's something you've been waiting for some time. Anyways, let's watch the episode. One Saturday morning. No, Emmy, don't overtake me. Too bad, she already did. Yes, hit her with a blue shell. Oh, that's what we're playing. You know, you probably can get with what we're using actual Nintendo music, because for some reason, yeah, Tommy Innit uses Mario Galaxy a lot, so you can probably get with some Mario Kart tracks involved here. Got you, haha, I have my revenge. What happened to Elizabeth? I'm pretty sure Elizabeth, like, cut her hair or changed her hair or something. Like, what? What happened there? Sorry to interrupt your game, girls, but I'm leaving now. They were like, okay, bye. Yes! First place! Victory! Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah, you know what? Actual gameplay, probably like play in the background. If you have Mario Kart yourself, that probably counts as even fairer use, honestly. Is that because of the concert? What concert? Concert? Huh? Ladies. Oh, okay. All right. That concert. I see. I'm leaving to the concert now. You like your dress for like the opera more so than a general concert. Her ballet performance. That's not a concert. That's a recital. That's not a concert. What? What do you mean? Okay, let's go have fun. Oh, you dance in it. Okay. Fair enough. No one else can judge you this time. And I got you good seats to see me performing too. Oh, okay. So you're going earlier, but then they also have to be there as well. Okay, got it. Yeah. All right. School recitals, we call them like the spring concert or winter concert. All right. Fair enough then. I say like I haven't been involved in like several of them. I have. Okay. I've always anyway. Wait, you did? Uh-huh. There's a printout next to the fruit bowl in the kitchen. Thanks, Elizabeth, you're amazing. Thanks, Emma. I'll see you guys later. Enjoy your Mario Kart games. Guess you got a long rehearsal ahead of you. Makes sense. Hello, this is Elizabeth. Hello, Elizabeth. I have an urgent message from the mayor. I'm surprised Majesty is bothering to contact anyone through a mobile phone. Normally, she just appears in your plane of reality. I mean, I guess that's being more considerate. What? Vila and Pubis have held her hostage in the town hall. Okay, so I guess you must have seen, you just know their names now from the previous interaction. Oh, and hello, Fox. I'm glad that you're alive. And there is a bomb inside. We're supposed to start rehearsal in 10 minutes. Well, you better be quick then. You better dismantle that thing in 9.5 then, shouldn't you? We really need you. I know, but you'll just have to do it without me. Jess, you go in my spot. Wait, is Majesty's name Jess? I'll come as quick as possible. I could probably only get out in the lunch break. Alright. It's gonna blow! Exactly. It wouldn't be out of place to get a phone call as opposed to a voice just being there. I mean, I will say it's more considerate. It's less of an invasion of privacy to appear in front of, to not, rather than appear in front of somebody or like have a voice in their head. I guess Jess/Majesty is a bit more of a humane person. Oh wait, so Majesty's human name returns to human. So when she's human, she uses human methods of communication, but when she's transformed, she uses transformed methods. All right. Don't have much to say about that one, honestly. You understand more if I watch the Super Pops. Oh, right, yeah, of course. I keep forgetting to actually go back and, actually watch the original. I keep getting advice like, oh yeah, start with Jazz Pops. It's like, I wanted to go back to the beginning. I'll do it eventually. Maybe next week. Okay, come and help as soon as you can. Sorry, Jess. I also love how you can tell that whether Jess is transformed or not. It's fine. Have a good rehearsal. She's actually an A. This is like an anime now. This is like an anime. It's like, oh yeah, no, this person's actually secretly like a 3,000-year-old dragon. You understand if you read the manga. I love that. It's a magical planet, and that's where the powers come from. Okay, all right. Okay. So it kind of reminds me of Krypton a bit, which, superhero, very appropriate. I guess that can help with ballroom pops if you were looking for an excuse for why they become pops. There happens to be maybe like the actual trophy they win or they're supposed to win is actually like imbued with, I know, some gemstones from Avalonia or something, and it happens to be there's a first. It happens to be that the double agent orchestrates a heist to actually like get the Avalonian gemstones, and gives them to however many pops there are, and that's how the powers happen. That's how they transform. I know that's just a suggestion because again, I don't exactly know if you got further out your last stream, but that's off the top of my head that could work. I don't know. Okay. That's the pageant. Oh, there's a pageant episode. Oh my! Now I really have to watch this show. Blimey. Okay then. I hope they can do this. I mean, they can't be defeated, so. I love how Majesty only steps in when someone's like missing. It's like, I'm the substitute. I can't get involved in trivial matters until the villains actually start fighting, You know how it goes. You know how it goes. You're still working on designs. I mean, okay, fine to work on designs, but also bear in mind, the story and the character traits you give will also inform the designs. Gotta have both of them prepared, really. Anyway. You'll never get away with this. Oh, wait, sorry, hold on a second. I do it like Goku. You'll never get away with this! Okay, now the villains start doing things. Yeah, better late than never, I suppose. Back with food. Got us Wendy. I assume you mean Wendy is not just your friend Wendy. Alright. Ah, Jazz Pops, thank goodness you're here. I appreciate the fact you used the right "you're." Very rare in Gacha. We came as fast as we could. Which was instantaneous because we can all teleport. Now stop, you two. Yeah. Oh, hang on a second. Is that a combo attack? Oh wait, no, it's not. It's just they're being intercepted. Okay, here's a question. How come every attack that's aimed by this lot is always directed at the floor? In the first episode, Earth Pop directs a strike at, like, Regel's feet, and he just jumps above it. And now we have the attacks converging, admittedly, in a very pretty fashion, especially for a screenshot gacha series. As he genuinely looks like beams of light. I'm very impressed. But they're all aiming towards a spot on the ground away from the main people. So, yeah, why is the floor the main target doing the yeah, I imagine you do the powerful screenshot. Actually, that's similar to how Shorty did Tell Me the Bad Boy back in the day, and actually had, like, actually drew a leash and tied it around like a lamp so that Yuki couldn't escape. I swear that makes sense if you've watched the show. I mean, it doesn't, because it's still ridiculous, but yeah, headshots, people, headshots, exactly, or at least body shots. Aim at the actual targets. I am very glad you noted between your and there, because honestly, in terms of gacha tubers, we folk that know proper grammar, we're a rare breed. All right. Why does the mayor have a magic aura? I think that's the prison, that, like, the magical prison shields that's been the force field has been placed around her. I think that was the point. Later, the powers don't hit the floor when it's using cap cutter. I mean, okay, all right then. You have that for your SATs. You need it for life, generally speaking, I would think. Yeah. Either aim for the brain or over the head because brain, or the chest because heart. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously there's depending on the gender of the character you're trying to aim at, there's obviously other more sensitive areas, but in general, just attacking the body to begin with any sort of beam attack will do something. At least something. I suppose you could argue that maybe the floor being so shiny, it could actually technically reflect off of it, but not at that angle, really. And not as unless they've, like, studied light refraction, which I don't know if they have or not. Okay, so I was right, it was the force field. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, when is nah is acceptable in text? Are you using when else are you using second person POV? Well, I'm sorry, didn't you just try to get into, like, Ivy League universities? I hope you didn't put on your applications, just saying. Pretty sure programmer has some uses in life that could benefit people, and I believe you've already put them into practice. All the jazz pops are based off my online friends. They all made their own designs. That's why they're different. Oh, is that why Earth Pop's the only one with a nose? I see. Only one friend of yours wanted a nose. I understand now. But actually, if they're all based off your online friends, 4 of them look practically identical. I mean, same eyes, same skin tone, same lack of frontal hair. The only difference really is again the ones that the hair that they transform into and such, which obviously isn't there in their human forms. So they kind of look like quadruplets, honestly. So I'm surprised they're all based on 4 different people. Hey, no fair. There you go, Mayor. Thank you ever so much, Pops. Now quick, let's defuse the bomb before it blows everything up. Well, the bomb should be in here. How do you know that? Were you I mean, oh wait, actually, no, wait, Majesty spies on people. Yeah, I forgot, yeah. Alright, she knows. Earth and Eagle are sisters, so is Melody and Elle, and they're all from the same sort of country area. Okay, most of the mutant Go Cats are all from the same sort of country area, but you can tell them apart. start looking, girls. Again, good music. Wait, what just happened? Is Karina going to appear? Is she the new Nevada Strike? I mean, I'm surprised that Maggie didn't see that coming, or maybe Karina anticipated it, and this was her strategy from last episode. She knew that Majesty was going to spy on them, so she needed to have her in person, and maybe use her. But how would she have known about the concert? How would she have known that Majesty would have taken part? Okay. What? Okay. All right. So okay. Her own force fields. All right. I like this. I like this. You fools, you walked straight into the trap. There was no bomb. My capture was staged. In fact, I'm not even the real mayor. The real mayor's been like dead for like 5 hours and no one's noticed. Wait, you hate this twist? Honestly, I don't mind this twist. It's a good tactic to actually get them all into one place. And obviously the thing that lets it down is the fact that there's actually still one more person who can get involved. It's a common thing that I see a lot of the time in shows. You'll find that there's like one person who has a commitment they don't want to get out of, and so they go there. So they go do that one thing. Oh, but then it turns out that because they were absent, they're the only person who can save them now, so they have to then ditch the thing, and it's all about, what it means to be a hero and such and everything. So actually, yeah. What exactly happened to the real mayor? Defenestration. There we go. That's my answer. For I am Karina. Gone. Alright. Oh, it's Rigel. Oh, dang it. Okay, I was way off. Well, I can definitely say I did not see that coming. I enjoy things that makes that gives me a bit of a surprise. So yeah, why not? It's okay. I can see the first season of Cringe. I can see why you said that. I don't know. This is the poor window then. Yeah, exactly. I mean, hopefully, there's going to be insurance in the government building. Come on, they'll pay up. They'll fix the window. It's fine. It's fine. Not defenestration. I'm so glad you know what that is as well. So yeah, I guess Regel finally actually did plan to hurt someone. Okay. Okay. And if something was off about you, Mayor. I mean, I'm glad you did, because I honestly didn't. So yeah, I don't know. Again, I think this was probably the best episode so far. I think it had some action. It has some genuine stakes. It had a twist. Like, honestly, yeah, I prefer this one immensely to the first two, where we kind of like did get. They're getting better and better, I'll say. Episode 1 was a little bit slow in terms of like, oh, we're just getting the exposition down. These are all the people. This is what's happening. Then the second episode, new villains, but ones that have an interesting relationship to each other. And one of them who seems to have a bizarre respect for the Pops in a way, and also a tactic to take them down. So, and now we actually have that being put into motion, being set up from the previous one. So yeah, honestly, this is improving with every release. At least it was until this point. I don't know what happens later, but yeah, Madei's still worth that word. I'm quite familiar with. Okay. Papi Hombre has granted the mayor power of permanent invisibility. I don't know who that is. Anyways, we're watching episode 3, part 2. You do not have to wait for the result of this twist. I guess the other option would have been technically to do to do like if the mayor was in cahoots with them, it was like a different new elected member that was actually part of the team to demonize them. But I've seen that too. Okay, let's see. The next part features something I don't think a lot of Gacha has in it. Oh. Well, now you have my curiosity again. Okay. Papillombre is the French version of Shadow Moth. I kind of thought you know that version better. Why would I know that version better? I don't even know who English Shadow Moth is. I know Hawk Moth, and that's it. Yeah, no idea. Let's see what the new thing is in Gacha.
On the Jazz Pops.
But if you're saying voice acting, then yes, Gacha, I mean, even to this day, Gacha voice acting is still relatively rare. Watch Miraculous. I did. I watched it in Spanish. I'm not one of those people who goes out of the way to like watch the original language version, really. It just so happens that, I caught the episodes that I did when I was in Spain. Except the first one. I saw the first one in English. So, yeah, I have occasional episodes though, like, oh, okay, they're in occasional episodes that were on TV is like, oh, they're watched in Spanish. Then the first one, which I happened to catch on Cartoon Network. So yeah. Okay, that's the only voice part in Jazz Pops minus the singing. Okay. Shadow Moth is a stronger Hawk Moth. I missed an entire development. Again, random episodes on TV. I'm not that deep in the lore of Miraculous. In fact, I've said this multiple times on videos because I'm constantly, for some reason, this keeps happening to me. Like, first it was Wonder Gacha, which never actually came out, never released, but I will get around to it. First it was Wonder Gacha becoming a Miraculous series eventually, and then it was a few other things like Miraculous Thanksgiving and stuff like that. I just constantly, find myself in a situation talking about a show that I have barely watched, and I have no idea why. Someone make some, like, Dragon Ball stuff, please. Give me something I can work with. I'm even to the concert now. Oh wait, no, I don't need to read this bit because it's the last time. Good transitions too. Oh, you can relate, okay. I guess you're the Miraculous fan then. Of the two of you. See, my question so far is if the mayor was Rigel instead, my question now is, where's Kurita? Alright, here we go. Oh, the same track plays again, but okay. Would have chosen something a bit different. Anyway, since when did villains capture their enemies and let them go 30 seconds later? He's right. If I did Levi drinks on these streams, I would do them. But yeah, that would do that for that line. Just that one alone. I'm not letting you go. You're coming with me. Right, Rigel, I demand you set us free. Oh, well, since you asked so politely, I might as well do this right out of here. But did you hear what I said? I just told you no. enough of the dilly-dally. Let's get onto it. Where are you taking us? Oh, don't worry. You'll never be found. Let's go. Now we get Elizabeth's actual... It might be the rehearsal, it might be the performance, we don't know. Judging by the audience applause, it seems like the actual thing. Okay, this is what this is one thing that most gacha doesn't have. A long sequence of actual just physical movement. Oh, I love the voice of Rigel. Okay, I'm glad. Yeah, there's also a very polite villain, so yeah, I just went with the sophisticated. Is the performance. Okay. Yeah, so this is something we're going to see time in gacha, I'll say that much. And I always appreciate a good, physical movement sequence in a visual medium. All I'm thinking right now is of Reina's cheer routine. That's not because of this, I just mean in general, because they're like, oh, some of the movements in here, of course, because you only have so many dance poses in gacha. I ain't gonna be a minion to you. You don't gonna need a minion, do you? I know how caught up you lot are on Muse Girl, but that'll make sense if you watch season 3. You had another Gacha called Rouge Akane, but that's the only other one with ballet that I've seen. Oh, actually, that name sounds familiar. I think I've might have come across some of their content just on one of the collection reviews. Like, oh, I'm scrolling through. Oh, it's one by something by Rouge Akane. Okay, let's watch that. I don't think I've that's the only thing I really know. I believe he's also an Aussie. Is also Aussie like me. Okay, fair enough. Although, I mean, judging by the name, I would have said of French or Japanese. But then again, you can't really tell with some of this with some usernames online. Take it thinking Jacob is a Hebrew name, and I'm not Jewish, so. Oh my word! Wait a minute, Swan Lake Part. Okay, that's where I know the name from. I think I saw one of those. I think I saw the first Swan Lake video by Rouge Akane. That's where I remember the name from. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that was one of the more unique ideas that I think I've seen in a gacha video. Honestly, just like recreating a ballet or something. At some point, we're gonna get to the stage where people are actually adapting books into gacha or something. Kind of films have been doing since the dawn of time. I mean, I'm sure there's some of them that exist already, but I just mean, more so. We'll probably start with something short like Grimm fairy tales and stuff that people will work their way out from there. I just imagine. Then again, with the focus on originality or spinning off certain ideas that might spiral out of control very easily. I'm not sure. I've seen how different gachubers do dancing. Some use gacha like this, while others use animation, and both are interesting to me. Incidentally, how do I rank? How does Reina's cheer routine rank as far as your experience watching dancing in everything by gacha tubers? Just wondering. And it slows down. That was interesting. She ran, then turned, and then did the jump. Doesn't that kind of cancel out your momentum? I don't know. You know, some returns of fairy tales? Fair enough, yeah. Yeah, go with the more obscure versions, that's what I would say. Give people a surprise, but still very much public domain. And also, again, if you need voice actors, let me know. speaking of like fairy tales and stuff, this kind of seems like a the music out of like an old Disney cartoon or something, like the stuff they're doing in the 30s is mainly. We're still featuring a little bit of fairy tale related stuff. Let's do Wild Swans one day. Okay. Wait, hang on a second, Josh. You've seen like dance in like in real life? Do you two know each other in real life? I missed that detail out completely. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on a second. I'm noticing a detail now. Is that synchronized tap routines? Like you can hear the tapping as every time the character's feet make contact with the floor? Is that what I'm hearing right now? Hmm. Well, don't remember seeing my concert last month, says Ellie to Josh. Well, maybe he was just busy being kidnapped by the mayor. You never know. I meant when I said tap, I meant like actual like tapping of, or like, as in like the noise tapping, not the dance tap. That's my bad. I didn't mean to phrase it like that. But yeah, I feel like that's what's happening every time like the feet are on the grounds. That seems to be what happens. Which also means that the gacha character has to be in time with the music as well, which is also a rarity. 6 out of 10, I'll take it. Yeah, bravo. Absolutely, yeah. Oh, hey, Jax is back. Oh, wrong thing. Whoops. Hope they won't notice I'm gone for a while. Jazz Pops can't be defeated. Oh, judges, your scores, please. Oh, as far as my mind goes, a few interesting sequences that is there in there, but actual musicality, actually, especially in dance, actual costuming, props, and everything. Honestly, for me, 9.5. I need to dance in time. Yeah, absolutely. Again, you get it. You seem to you really do actually like you understand the concept, like the music and the rhythm and timing and stuff. I'm explaining this to people like all the time. It's why the song Wings isn't like in sequence, because it was the lowest one in time with the music and stuff, and why lots of people fail in terms of writing songs or parodies, because they're not thinking about the meter, thinking about the rhyme scheme exclusively. So many things come down to that. Even if you could even say like action sequences, syncing it up to either the music or or if you're doing a big budget TV show, compose music to match the action. It really depends, but yeah, that's something that I think that it takes a lot of people a long time to understand. So good on you for understanding it and giving credence to the fact that I keep saying music is important. Difficult at dancing to our little melody when the script is finished and I eventually start making it. So to make scripts for stuff that don't actually make it till later. Yeah, it could be that one of the characters is a singer, one's a dancer, or one's a composer, one's a dancer. So, or they're both dancers. Anything to do with music can really work here. Or they're in a musical. That could also be a thing. Okay. Alright then. Cheshire, where are you? We need to go and save the others. I can't do it alone. Wait, you know they're in danger? How do you find out they're in danger? I guess just by them not being here? Don't really get that. Cheshire? Oh, okay. Hello, new person. Alright. Sorry, I was playing a video game on the computer. Meanwhile, the people you're apparently in charge of watching, His Majesty, have all been kidnapped? What? Huh? That Chachi's call in part 1, that wasn't. Did she ever call Ebony at that point? I'm trying. I don't know why I would have forgotten that, but I'm pretty sure the actual call. Okay, but the call I remember from in part 1 was the one where they were all going after the bomb. Didn't seem like they were going to be in danger necessarily. I guess you just put 2 and 2 together. They actually would be at risk now. Maybe. Okay. Cheshire's Majesty's brother. Okay. Alright. And did Ebony Pop's hair change? It's possible. I think actual Elizabeth has had a different hairstyle this episode, so maybe it just turns out the hair color is different in the transformation versus the actual physical thing. Which is an interesting detail they need to be aware of in case someone puts 2 together as to who they actually are. Oh, wait, that was different from the normal. Okay.
Sorry, Ebony. I was playing a video game on the computer. It was a really hard level, but don't worry, I finished it now.
Oh no, you just died. Good game. Want to play again? Bleep 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 bleep.
You sure that you finished it? Well, I mean, it's finished now. You're not going to get that time back, are you? Is it what was commented to start to change in pop form? Well, I imagine so. Actually, if anyone's seen The Bourne Identity, that's one thing that's they do a lot in those movies. That any of the women that Jason might be like on the run with, Jason being the main character, that is, he makes them change their hair, even though he himself doesn't ever change his hair. In fact, it rarely ever seems to grow out at all, quite honestly. So, yeah, I don't know.
Oh yes, now let's go and buy that ice cream.
Chesh, you need to help the others. They're at the town hall rescuing the mayor.
But the ice cream is gone.
We can get it on the way home. Let's go.
Jazz Pops can't be defeated.
I'm just making Cheshire sound like a complete himbo. Okay, you look over that way and I will look over this way for them. Eventually. Very slowly.
Okay. A bit later.
A bit later. Did you find them? I couldn't.
No, but I found this old piece of paper lying around on the floor. It says 32.893782 151.57537.195. Interesting numbers. It's probably nothing.
Wait a second. That sounds like it could be a code or something. Let me see that paper. I'll see if I can work something out. Wait, there's a dash before that for the first set of numbers. I believe that's coordinates for somewhere. Interesting, you know. You threaten someone with saying you'll never be found, and then you leave coordinates for them to be found. I mean, of course, you want to actually get all of the pops, so I suppose that was a necessary extra step. Oh well. Celeste, teleport us to where the coordinates say. Who is Celeste now? Are we getting more people? Or is Celeste the name of the spaceship? This place is kind of creepy. Maybe we should stick together. Oh, it's a computer system for visual series. Okay, alright.
Good idea. Let's go up those stairs.
That was quick.
Sister,
How on earth did you get it there? It's a long story. Also, it's a trap. I'm gonna have before Rigel returns. Rigel, sorry. Every time. Dang it.
Sure thing, sister.
That was pretty easy. Okay. Now quick, let's go. Really? What?
Where did they go?
I don't know. I told Vila and Puppets to keep an eye on them. Oh, that was your first mistake. Well, again, where is Karina?
I thought I told you to guard them.
We'll have to find them again now. I'm sorry, there's miscommunication.
You'd better be. Come on. We have to work out how to get the pops back.
Well, okay then. So, yeah, not gonna lie, that ending, not so keen on that really. It seems, wait. No, I kind of, you said that Karina becomes a double agent before. Is that who left the coordinates? Because otherwise the coordinates being there, if that's not the case, then the coordinates being there make absolutely no sense whatsoever. Because, I mean, why would you say, go find someone just leaving coordinates randomly there? Maybe it was all meant to be a trap and you wait for them to show up and it just happened to be that Vila and Puppis, didn't fulfill their end of the bargain. In which case I would have said that, Karina would have been the good person to have there. Again, unless she's a double agent, at this point, which, you said might be a thing. But, so yeah, we'll see. Depends on how that plays out as to whether that's actually complete nonsense or not. And yeah, Johnny's right here. Good idea, Regil. Let the little ones guard the pops. Yeah, how old are Vila and Puppis, actually? We know that Vila's the youngest, but, how young is she is the real question. So they're definitely not of, hero trapping age. I will say that much. But yeah, honestly, yeah, again, the actual ordeal itself, I thought that she was going to have to bail on the recital. Honestly, not that would have been necessarily the only way to go about that, because obviously I've seen that in like a bunch of things. Where the one thing they have to do is what they want to do or they're going to want to have, they have to give up because everyone else needs them. I mean, honestly, I'm not disappointed, but that wasn't the case because A, it's been done a million times before, and B, we got to actually see some pretty nice dancing, some pretty good ballet. So, and yeah, 9 out of 10 in terms of the ballet there. So yeah, I think that one definitely is like on the level of the first episode. I'll bunch them together and say episode 3 collectively is the best one thus far. So yeah, other than like, it seems like everything pacing wise, having these two parters actually I think helped as well because it slowed things down a little bit. It allows you to relax and take things a bit more at a natural pace. In terms of the action, again, it seems like at the end there could have been at least some sort of battle or some sort of strategy involved in rescuing them, just not being like, oh hey, we're free. Great. Off we go then. In fact, actually, you've just been handed the coordinates of your enemy base. That's some valuable intel right there, so hopefully they do something with that in the future. But yeah, overall, in terms of this so far, I'm having a lot of fun. I mean, this series, I was kind of expecting, expecting essentially what happened in terms of, the creator, Floodbot in this case, actually like, cringing a little bit at her old work and stuff like that. But yeah, there's not really much of a reason to here. I mean, again, pacing wise, possibly you could argue. Actually, in terms of the editing, there's some great visual details, but obviously the screenshots themselves are on screen for far too long, making the thing both too slow and too fast at the same time. But you see that a lot with stuff. Story-wise, we came to some interesting detail here. So, and I'm sure we're going to find out there's going to be some other plans thwarted in the future that will involve them. But right now we're going to like the realms of like an episodic sort of, hero show. And who doesn't like a good episodic hero show? I certainly do. So yeah, genuinely really enjoying this. So yeah, wait, the question is to watch until we get to Blues Pops and Disco Pops. Why are those worse? I mean, I think I've watched like one part of Disco Pops. I was confused about it because it just came out in the moment. But I'm sure that they have good value too. In fact, from what I saw in some of the streams, in terms of their scripts that I kind of caught wind of, there's a few good characters going on there at the very least. So Professor Foy would be very lost unless you watch the Pops episode. Okay, so in that case, I'll be going back and watching that series before carrying on with this one then. Okay, all right then. This is way better than Jazz Pops, though. Not according to Josh, it isn't, but we'll get there when we get there. Because I was told to watch this first, so all in due time. I'm in this for the long run now. I'm invested. I'm just doing this because I have a compulsion to finish each series, this long series that I do. No. I want to know what finds out. There's unfortunately a lot of the Super Pops characters. Okay, and that's all I want to know so far. Nothing else. We're gonna leave it here. I'm gonna go have my food. I'm gonna get to bed because I'm gonna be up early traveling tomorrow because our weekly excursion to Nan's house is gonna be a day sooner. So yeah, I'm gonna find that out. So off I go. So yeah, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe to us already. Also, there's a playlist to the season 1 of Jazz Pops in the description. You subscribe to Flowerpoint 1300 while you're there, and I guess enjoy for yourselves. I mean, all of you, I say that, but I say that to me to the VOD people. Everyone on chat right now, most of you have seen the show already, but whatever. And you're very much welcome. Yeah, this has been one of the most enjoyable review experiences I've had in some time. So yeah, I definitely appreciate that. But yeah, it's time to go for now. I'm hungry. So on that note, until next time, farewell.